If you've never heard of acetaminophen, you've probably heard of Tylenol before, and these two are the exact same thing. Acetaminophen is by far the most common drug ingredient in the U.S. It blocks pain impulses by inhibiting prostaglandin synthesis, and it works to reduce fevers, coughs, colds, allergies, and pain.
When giving a child Tylenol, it is very important to read not only the label, but to consult your child's physician, especially if they are under the age of 2. Certain medications, like over-the-counter cold products, contain Tylenol. On these products, you should read the label to ensure how much Tylenol your child is receiving. When reading the label, be sure to read the appropriate dose for your child's weight and age. For example, when giving children's Tylenol suspension liquid, children ages 2 to 3 years of age or weighing 24 to 35 pounds should receive 1 teaspoon of Tylenol or 5 milliliters via syringe. This can also be given orally by allowing the child to drink it. However, in order to ensure proper amount was given, meds should not be given via teaspoon or mixed in the child's drink. Children ages 4 to 5 or weighing 36 to 47 pounds should receive 1.5 teaspoons of Tylenol. Children ages 6 to 8 or weighing 48 to 59 pounds should receive 2 teaspoons or 10 milliliters of Tylenol. Children ages 9 to 10 or weighing 60 to 71 pounds should receive 2.5 teaspoons. And lastly, children age 11 or weighing 72 to 95 pounds should receive 3 teaspoons of liquid Tylenol. However, there are many forms of Tylenol available, so before giving your child another brand or form, such as tablets, consult a doctor or read the suggested amount. Overall, Tylenol doses for children should not exceed 5 doses in any 24-hour period. This includes all forms of Tylenol, whether it be a tablet, liquid, or an ingredient in another medication.
Acetaminophen is found in over 600 over-the-counter drugs and prescription medicines. Some of the drugs that people use in their everyday lives with acetaminophen in them are Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels, Dayquil, Excedrin, Feverol, Midol, NyQuil, Robitussin, Sudafed, all Tylenol products, Vicks, and Zicam. These are just a few of the many products that include acetaminophen. If you are ever unsure, always consult a doctor before administering to you or your child.
Pediatricians are now recommending parents to alternate acetaminophen with ibuprofen for their children. Acetaminophen and ibuprofen have different pathways for metabolism, meaning they work in 2 separate ways. This means these 2 drugs do not affect each other, but they still should not be taken at the exact same time. Ibuprofen should be given every 6 to 8 hours and every 4 hours with Tylenol. This method of alternating the 2 drugs reduces the risk of overdosing. Be sure not to begin this therapy unless advised by your physician. Overdosing on acetaminophen can result in hepatic toxicity or liver toxicity. With hepatic toxicity, it can cause nausea, vomiting, yellowing of the skin, which is jaundice, sweating, irritability, loss of appetite, and diarrhea. If too much acetaminophen is digested and built up in the body, it could lead to life-threatening liver problems. This is important to know for children especially because all drugs are metabolized in the liver and children's livers are not fully developed. Livers are actually not fully developed until 18 to 20 years of age.
Okay, so there's many factors that can lead to a Tylenol overdose. Some of them that are mentioned are chronic alcohol ingestion, dehydration, fasting, malnutrition, medications used to treat seizures, tuberculosis and viral illnesses. Those that are more pertinent to children include dehydration, so if they aren't drinking enough water, fasting or malnutrition, so if your child or other children aren't eating enough or if they're eating too much and improper food balance. Medications used to treat seizures. This is why it's important to consult your child's doctor before beginning a regimen of Tylenol to make sure that the Tylenol isn't going to interact with any other medications. And lastly, viral illnesses, which is a big thing in childhood, just because in childhood they are around so many other children and are susceptible to many of those illnesses. And lastly, liver immaturity. A child's liver is not fully developed until 18 to 20 years of age. So any drugs such as Tylenol that are going to affect the liver, it's going to have a bigger effect on it.